Hello everyone. So here we are with another topic, that is theories of intelligence. We have already learned what intelligence is and how different person have different levels of intelligence. So here we are going to learn about the theories of intelligence. So let's move forward and see what all theories we are going to cover into this presentation. So we are going to start with Spearman's two-factor theory, then the triarchic theory of intelligence, and Gardner's multiple intelligence theory. We are also going to learn about one more theory, that is Jean Piaget theory, that we are going to cover into our next presentation. So let's start with Spearman's two-factor theory. So, according to Spearman two-factor theory, so Charles Spearman, who proposed that intellectual abilities were comprised of two factors, one general ability or a common ability known as G factor, and the other a group or specific abilities known as S factor. So, according to Spearman two-factor theory, there are two factors which affect our or which constitute our intelligence. So, one factor is G factor and another factor is S factor. So, what is G factor and what is S factor? G factor is universal inborn ability. Greater G is G in an individual leads to greater success in life. Means G factor is something that is innate, that is there from a birth. So this is the universal inborn ability. So everyone is having a G factor intelligence. So what G factor is, if someone is having a G factor, a higher level of G factor, obviously that person is going to have a great success in his life, according to Spearman. So what is S factor? S factor is acquired from the environment, means it's not innate, it's not there from our birth, but we learn and acquire this type of intelligence. It varies from activity to activity in the same individual. Everyone is having a G factor, whereas different people have different kind of S factors in them. So S factor is kind of a special factor or having a special kind of ability or intelligence. So these are the two factors. Let's learn about this theory through a diagram. So let's say G factor, as we already discussed, what G factor is. G factor is a something that is there throughout the life of a person, means it is from the birth of the child, means he or she is having this type of intelligence from their birth. But all this S factor could be like different kind of special abilities or special intelligence the person is having, like mechanical intelligence, intelligence, numerical intelligence, or verbal intelligence. So according to Spearman, what he did, he conducted an experiment, he conducted a study where he tried to find out about these intelligence of a people. So what he found about this G factor and S factor. And what he said that if someone is acquiring G factor, this G factor is correlated with this H factor type of intelligence. I mean, if someone is doing greater into this particular area, maybe he or she will be able to do greater into other parts also. Like someone who is having a good level of numerical intelligence, maybe that person is also having a good level of verbal intelligence. So according to him, when he conducted experiment, he found out that there's some person who's having a intelligence into numerical, means someone who's performing good into mathematics or good into analyzing or solving the problems, also having some mechanical intelligence also. That means these type of intelligence are correlated. So he concluded that one person who's having a particular kind of intelligence is also going to have a some another kind of ability or intelligence also. Means that intelligence is correlated. Someone is not just having a one particular type of intelligence, but he is having a multiple kind of intelligence. But maybe he is very much able to solve one kind of intelligence. Means he is a perfectionist into one kind of intelligence, whereas he is having some parts of other intelligence also. So that is what is intelligence in accordance to Spearman's two-factor theory. Means someone people have two kind of intelligence. One is a G factor and one is a S factor. S factor means S type of special intelligence. G factor is something like which everyone possesses or which everyone have from their birth. Means it is not learned; it is there from the birth. But S kind of intelligence is type of intelligence which person learns through his or acquired through his environment or through his experiences. Means either if I'm learning vocabulary, I'm learning about some machines, so that is some special intelligence I'm acquiring through my life. So that is special intelligence. And obviously he also said that these type of intelligence have correlation into them. That means if someone is doing performing well into music, maybe he is also having some kind of a mathematical intelligence also. but he is best into musical, and his mathematical skills are not that much honed as compared to the musical skills. So this is all about Spearman two-factor theory. Let's move forward and see the next theory. So next theory is Triarchic theory of intelligence. So Robert Sternberg developed another theory of intelligence, which he titled the Triarchic theory of intelligence, because it sees intelligence as comprised of three parts. So he has now divided the intelligence into three parts. That's why this theory is known as Triarchic theory of intelligence. This theory is based on the definition of intelligence as the ability to achieve success based on your personal standards and your and your socio cultural context. As we have learned into the definition of the intelligence, that it's the ability of a person to solve or to adjust into new environment or to new situation. So this theory is based on to that definition only, that someone will get success from their personal standards, means how I'm behaving, what all behaviors I'm having, and my socio culture context, that means what I'm learning through my society or what I'm learning through my environment. So let's see what these three factors or what these three intelligence triarchic theory consist of. So according to Sternberg, the triarchic theory, intelligence had three aspects. First is analytical intelligence, next is creative intelligence, and last is practical intelligence. Just by their names, you can get an idea what these type of intelligence are. So let's see one by one what all this intelligence or this different type of intelligence actually mean. First is analytical intelligence. Analytical is to analyze something, to solve something, or to work on something. So, what is analytical intelligence? It refers to intelligence that is applied to analyze or evaluate problems and arrive at solutions. Means like I'm given a mathematical problem, and by using different kind of formulas, I'm trying to solve that problem. So that is like I'm not analyzing and evaluating that problem. I'm working on to that problem. So this is type of a analytical intelligence. So this is what is traditional IQ test measures. So a traditional IQ test, what they does, they do measure our intelligence, and what kind of intelligence they are measuring? They are measuring our analytical intelligence. So this is analytical intelligence. Let's see. Next is creative intelligence. Creative is like to create something, to create some new information, to create some new ideas or new devices. So creative intelligence is like someone using their ability to generate new kind of information is what is creative intelligence. So it is the ability to go beyond what is given to create novel and interesting ideas. This type of intelligence involves imagination, innovation, and problem solving. Let's say I'm having some kind of a problem right now, but no one has ever faced that kind of a problem, and even I haven't faced that kind of a problem. So to get out of that problem or to find out the solution for that problem, what I'm going to do, I'm now going to use my creative skills, my creative intelligence. So that is how I'm going to solve that problem. So that is creative intelligence. Scientists or these philosophers, they are having this kind of a intelligence. Next is a practical intelligence. We have already seen analytical and creative intelligence. So what is practical intelligence? Practical is like to do something, to perform something. So it is the ability that individual uses to solve problems faced in daily life. People with this type of intelligence can adapt to or shape their environment. It is influenced by mental skills, attitudes, and emotional factors. Let's say I'm facing different kind of a problem into my daily life. So to resolve those problems, when I'm using what I use my practical intelligence. So this type of intelligence can make or can help me in adapting to my new environment. Let's say I have moved to some new place, I'm facing different problems right now there into my new environment, that how to adjust into the new environment. So what I'll do, I'll try to decorate my room as in accordance to the room that I'm was living in. So what I'm doing, I'm now creating my environment adjustable, or making my environment adjustable, so that I can that get that home feeling, or that feeling of being at home. So that is what practical intelligence is. It helps me in solving my daily life issues or daily life problems. So these were the three type of intelligence in according to Sternberg. Let's move forward and see now the Gardner's multiple intelligence theory. We have already covered now the two type of theory. One is, first one we have learned about the two factor theory, that is Spearman two factor theory, which has given the two aspect of our intelligence, that is G factor and S factor. Then we have seen the Sternberg theory, where we have talked about three type of intelligence. But here into Gardner's multiple intelligence theory, what he said that one person possesses different kind of a multiple kind of a intelligence, not one single or two or three intelligence. So American psychologist Howard Gardner built off the idea that there are multiple forms of intelligence. He proposed that there is no single intelligence, but rather distinct, independent, multiple intelligences exist, each representing unique skills and talents relevant to a certain category. As we have seen into our previous two theories, they are just giving an idea about either two or three type of intelligence. But according to Gardner, there are multiple intelligence that one person possess according to his skills. So if I'm having a one particular type of intelligence, I would be greater or I would be successful in that kind of a skill or acquiring that kind of a knowledge. So different persons acquire different kind of intelligence. It's same like I'm if I'm going to have this particular kind of intelligence, I'm going to success into that particular area. And I may have some other intelligence also, but my one proposed or one my distinct that intelligence would be related to that area. So let's see what all in type of intelligence he has explained. So he has explained total 8 type of intelligence, which comprise of naturalistic, spatial, linguistic, interpersonal, intrapersonal intelligence, logical, mathematical, musical, and bodily kinesthetic type of intelligence. So if someone according to him, if someone is good into music, maybe he is also having a bodily kinesthetic intelligence also. He would be also having a good interpersonal intelligence also, because all these type of intelligence are also going to help him in succeeding into his career. So what is naturalistic kind of intelligence? What is naturalistic intelligence? So according to him, naturalistic intelligence is one where someone is more interested into nature or into the different distinct species that lives into the nature, or he may be very much enthusiastic about the flora and fauna and to explore and evaluate what all kind of a species of a trees or these different animals are living into the earth or into the universe. So that are the people who have the naturalistic intelligence, understanding living things and reading nature. These are their interests. So the person with this kind of intelligence would be a great biologist, great zoologist. So this person would do good into this kind of area. Next is a spatial. Spatial is like visualizing the world in 3D. When I know how to utilize my this space, when I'm having a clear vision of this particular space, how to utilize this space, I'm having a spatial intelligence. Like someone who's an interior designer, they know that okay, I'm having this much of a space, how to use this space. Someone who's good at painting, they know that I'm having this canvas, this much of a space, what all should I draw over here and how should I make this particular picture beautiful and distinct from other. So that is spatial intelligence. So one person having a spatial intelligence would be a good fashion designer, could be a good artist, like a good painter, or could be a good home decor or home decorator. So next comes the linguistic. Linguistic is like when I'm having a knowledge about the words, when I know how to write something, or when I know how to read each and everything. Means this kind of intelligence obviously everyone possesses. Even I'm able to speak, or I'm able to read all things. But the person possessing the linguistic knowledge may find the right words to express what you mean. Means they would be having a distinct knowledge about the words only, or to use the how to use or manipulate the language in accordance to their purpose. So these person are good into careers, like someone could be a good lawyer, good advocate, one could be a good teacher, one could be a good politician, motivator. So these kind of careers require linguistic knowledge. Next is the intrapersonal. Intrapersonal is like understanding oneself, try to understand one's emotion, one's aspiration, one's motivation. So these type of a person who acquired this kind of a knowledge or intelligence, they are having an understanding of oneself, what I feel, how I see myself. So these person are good philosophers, a good therapist, or a motivator and influencer. If I know what I want, if I know my strength and weakness, I can excel into any of the field. Same like intrapersonal, there is an interpersonal intelligence. So interpersonal intelligence is just like into intrapersonal, I was able to observe my nature, but into intrapersonal, now I will see how people are behaving, what are their motives, what are their skills. So sensing people's feeling and motives. So this is what interpersonal intelligence is. So one who's having an interpersonal intelligence, obviously that person would be good into communication skill also. So these type of person who possess this kind of intelligence would be a good educator, can be a good entertainer, or also a therapist and a philosopher also. So the person who's having an interpersonal intelligence can excel to these professions. Next comes logical mathematical. The one person who's having a mathematical intelligence, obviously that person is able to analyze and evaluate different kind of a problems, arithmetic problems. So qualifying things, making hypotheses and proving them. So this person have this kind of knowledge. So one person who's possessing this knowledge can excel into some like he can be a great statistician, he can be a great evaluator, he can be a great scientist also. Next comes the musical intelligence. So as just by its name, one person who's having a musical intelligence, that person is going to excel into the same field. Means if I'm having a musical intelligence, I would be having a knowledge about rhythm, knowledge about composing. I would understand all those beats. I can relate myself to the music. I'll understand all the lyrics. So having this kind of a knowledge would obviously benefit me into excel into the field of entertainment, or being a singer, or being a composer. So this person have a good intelligence or good level of a knowledge about pitch, tone, rhythm, and different kind of instruments also. Next comes the last type of intelligence according to Gardner multiple theory of intelligence. That last one is bodily kinesthetic. Bodily kinesthetic is like coordinating your mind with your body, or like using or manipulating my different parts of a body with my different moves. So one person who possesses this kind of a bodily kinesthetic intelligence is obviously great into sports as well as into dancing also. So this person who is having a bodily kinesthetic type of intelligence can excel into the same field. So say if I'm having a musical intelligence, means that is the most significant type of intelligence I am having. But in according to that, or in accordance to that also, I may also possess bodily kinesthetic type of intelligence. I may have linguistic intelligence also. Means my dominant type of intelligence would be one, but I would be having a different kind of other intelligence also. So this theory actually expresses what that different person have different kind of intelligence, and according to their intelligence those persons acquire different kind of abilities and skills, and they can choose their career in accordance to their intelligence. So this was all about the intelligence or theory of intelligence according to Gardner, where he has explained the multiple types of intelligence. But into this multiple type of intelligence also there are some lacunas, because he hasn't covered all type of intelligence. So his theory was also criticized, because this theory doesn't explain the actual process of intelligence, but it is just telling us about the different kind of abilities one person possesses. So that's why no one particular theory actually explains the concept of intelligence. By using these different theories, we can see that how actually intelligence works, or how someone possesses different kind of intellectual abilities. So this is about today's presentation. We are going to see about the Jean Piaget theory, which also tries to explain the different kind of intelligence and how intelligence is developed over a time period. So we are going to learn about that particular theory into our next presentation. So this was all about today's presentation. So today into this presentation, we have covered about the Spearman's two-factor theory, where we have learned about the G-factor theory and S-factor. Then we have seen the triarchic theory of intelligence according to Sternberg, where he has explained three kind of intelligence, categorized intelligence into three types. One is analytical, critical, and analytical kind of intelligence. Next one was the that creative intelligence, and last one was the where we use our intelligence to perform our daily activities, that is practical intelligence. Then we have seen the Gardner's multiple intelligence theory, where we have seen the different kind of abilities or different kind of intelligence that one person can possess and can use also to succeed to get success into his life. So this was all about today's presentation. I hope you have learned a lot and got an idea about this different kind of intelligences according to different theory. So thank you everyone. I hope you have a good day.